This video is a direct response to the allegations made against me, most notably by individuals such as Sileskio and implore. For about 2 months now, I've been harassed, my identity has been leaked, and even my private photos have been circulated online. Throughout all of this, misinformation and distortions have been spread unchecked. So, let's set the record straight. I'm not into Zulia. I'm not into Lia. The allegations against me fall apart even under minimal scrutiny. Most of the so-called evidence is circumstantial or outright manipulated. One of the main talking points in Sileskio's video is that I deleted my old accounts. He presents this as suspicious.
Modulace has actively deleted and hidden multiple old accounts, for Affinity, Incomplete, Reddit, all scrubbed entirely clean using deletion tools like redact.dev.
What he fails to mention is that several individuals, including Raw, who helped gather evidence for him, were using those archives in bad faith. For example, Raw uploaded a GIF of one of my old TikToks featuring me in my fursuit on his Giphy account. The original TikTok was a parody of a well-known meme, the SpongeBob reaction format, popularised by creators like Pig Surprise.
Let us commence forth. British?
The entire point of the meme was to mock negative stereotypes about certain communities, in my case, furries, being labelled dog f***ers. My video exaggerated the stereotype for comedic effect.
Let's go. Dog f***er?
It was not an admission of guilt. It was satire. Despite that, Raw, and later implore, deliberately reframed the meme as some sort of confession. This is disingenuous. The existence of these archives has allowed old, deleted material, including private photos from years ago, to resurface. My Twitter account was deleted long before any of this started. Those photos were not public, and their reappearance was only made possible through archive links. Another key individual who has doxed one's private photos is implore, who I shall mention later with evidence. At least 6 witnesses can confirm that individuals entered my server and began harassing me with questions about trans and only in front of minors. This harassment was made possible by the illegal sharing of private material, a clear act of doxing and intimidation. Keep in mind that the only way this individual could have obtained this archived Twitter link is by the group investigating me in question, which I will discuss later. Another major accusation is that I engage with explicit cub content. This is false. In Sileskio's video, he has purposely blurred nearly the entirety of the screen, including the safer work header of the website to misrepresent the content on the archive user page. There is no legitimate reason to blur the header when he earlier names the website plainly for his potentially underage audience to go and find. As you can see, I'm honest in a portrayal of the user profile in question, rather than how he has portrayed it in his video. He has attempted to use blurring to mislead viewers into thinking the Undertale reference art in the middle, the most recently favorited art back in 2015, is not safe for work, when it is in fact not. My Incomplete account, which was created and only accessed when I was a minor, contained fewer than 5 total favourites, featuring no cub and shows no explicit cub material whatsoever. The account was made shortly after my 16th birthday at the suggestion of a friend and was used briefly to re-upload my own furry artwork. It then remained dormant until rediscovered nearly 10 years later. Sileskio also uses dishonest presentation when it comes to showing the viewers the profiles, cutting the footage immediately to the artist of the supposed explicit cub in question after showing my alias's name, removing much context, and leaving it up to the interpretation and to the viewer's imagination. When showing the artist in question's profile, everything except the word cub is blurred to frame things in the worst possible light, excluding anything safe for work and non-cub to help paint the narrative that Sileskio wishes to portray. The claim that I must have consumed cub content simply because I followed an artist is a reach. There's no proof that I was even aware of what kind of art those users produced. Suggesting that following someone online equals endorsing all of their content is absurd and dishonest. Another point raised by Sileskio is that I interacted with early content by replying to this specific Twitter post. To be clear, I didn't recognise the characters nor their ages, or that the artwork was considered early before I commented the meme that I did. That said, not knowing doesn't make my response to the post acceptable. I'm responsible for what I post and how it's received, regardless of intent or the time that's passed. In this case, I exercised poor judgement, and I sincerely apologise, regardless of the reasons. It shouldn't have happened, and it won't happen again. Whether public or private, we're all accountable for what we engage with online. To be equally clear, a poor taste meme does not mean I endorse the content or the artist behind it. Had I understood the context at the time, I would have never interacted with it. I understand now how that comes across and would handle it differently today. I take this seriously, and I want to move forward having learned from it. Next, he refers to a TikTok I posted years ago, claiming it was Zoo or somehow related to hypnosis. That claim is completely false, and there is no evidence to suggest so.
More disturbing is Modulace has made multiple jokes and posted them on TikTok and YouTube where it's explicit or zoo imagery and pretending to be hypnotized by it.
Shit.
Sir. Sir? You're right, sir?
Yeah, what?
That horse. Get me that horse.
But get me the horse.
Pretending to be hypnotized by animals' body parts.
The video was an edited parody of a popular meme at the time, specifically the "Get Me That Fish" meme format.
Audio Jungle.
Sir. Sir! Grab me that fish.
But sir, this is a catch and release day.
The fish has been caught.
Yes.
Well, where should I release?
Sir, stop bringing baby oil.
Grab me that fish.
He doesn't have a clue what's going on. Michael, you poor sweet thing.
Sir. Sir!
Grab me that goat.
But sir, it's an innocent animal.
Grab me that goat.
Shit.
Sir. Sir? You're right, sir?
Yeah, what?
That horse. Get me that horse.
But get me the horse.
The first part of the video, the horse clip, was not recorded by me. It was a stitch of an existing TikTok that I was reacting to. My intent was to mock zoophiles, not promote them. The text on screen even said furries are extra. My comment replying to a Reddit thread who uploaded this TikTok even years back verifies this claim. I posted this back in 2021 when there was a huge movement in the furry community to expose zoophiles. My video was meant as satire, mocking those people. Sileskio attempts to reframe this video now as zoophilic. This is disingenuous, and claiming that it was in any way related to hypnosis is at best dishonest, and at worst, lying. As mentioned earlier, over the course of the last 2 months, I've been continually harassed by multiple groups associated both publicly and privately with Sileskio. One of the most recent additions to this has been implore, a VR chat troll turned drama YouTuber. Implore made a livestream and a video in which he mentions me, not only slandering me, but also inciting direct calls to harass me. In this section, I'll address each of these points with proof. Here, he uses insults when speaking about me, rather than addressing the topic at hand.
Did they actually perform this audio? There's like an audio here. Either way, they're just like a total degenerate, fucking disgusting piece of shit. If I could say it lightly, real talk all of the energy about this crazy drama and oh my god, this person's a fucking weirdo. Every bit of that energy that we've had collectively towards various people the last few days, all of that needs to be directed toward Modulace. Okay, this person's a disgusting like piece of shit. I mean, anybody that just came here that wanted to be outraged and like mad at somebody for being a sick, let's focus our energy where it should be. People like Modulace, not any of these other guys.
He also admits that he actually knows nothing about the case, yet decides to still comment on it anyway.
Is like, truthfully, I didn't dig too deep into this. I just know like all the stuff they've collected. I just want to make sure I'm not missing any major points regarding this person.
Even being called out multiple times in his comment section for how uneducated he seems on the topic. Despite clearly having no understanding of the presented evidence, he still shows it on stream to his audience, misrepresenting both a SpongeBob meme and the horse TikTok, pausing only on the first few frames, displaying my watermark, and refusing to elaborate further.
Look. Do I need to say more? Do I need to say more? Anyways, do I need to say more? Do I need to say more? Probably not.
This is misleading, as that TikTok is a stitch and the horse recording is not my original content. Throughout the live stream, he makes intellectually dishonest statements such as,
also they had a Telegram account, by the way. Anybody that uses Telegram, you know for a fact they need to go to jail, like immediately. Modulace had a Telegram account. That's all you need to know. I didn't even need to say anything else. Yummy says Telegram is either or nasty. Yeah, guys, I agree with that. So what do you think this person is? Do you think this person is into some weird shit, or do you think they're into I wonder.
Considering that Telegram has over 1 billion active users and a large furry community presence, this statement unfairly paints anyone using the platform as involved in illegal or weird activity. As of the 17th of October 2025, Ugbla leaked a selfie of mine from a private Discord chat from a member named from 2019, publicly by using it as a livestream thumbnail to over 200 livestream viewers, as a form of intimidation and harassment, after he began receiving allegations of his own, which he refuses to address with proof. This is illegal. My selfies and any videos of my face were not public information, and you could not find them by searching Modulace, Ugbla, or anything similar. Ugbla doesn't care about protecting the identities of those that present him evidence, whether it's obtained legally or otherwise. Instead, revealing identifying information that leads back to the person. When using my face for a livestream thumbnail, he used a full screenshot from the Discord conversation between myself and allowing me to figure out who had leaked the image. This not only shows his willingness to obtain such information immorally and illegally, but also his refusal to safeguard those that present him such info, under the pretense of anonymity and safety. Ugbla is also a hypocrite, citing that,
and then, they might make things personal and malicious, but that's never what I'm doing.
Bear in mind, Ugbla and I used to play Overwatch together back in 2019, together with the person who leaked my face picture to him. If that isn't making things personal, I don't know what is. Because of how Ugbla presented these claims, and how he has generally handled topics regarding me, it directly caused harassment towards me on Discord and elsewhere online, forcing me to lock down my social media. Ugbla is not the only one involved. In his livestream, you can see he's part of a group chat with 9 other individuals, including Sileskio, which appears to have been used to gather and share information about me. Any leaked materials, such as archived Twitter links to my private photos, likely originated from there. Raw, as mentioned earlier, is another key individual involved in harassment. He's, as previously mentioned, cropped a gif out of context of a SpongeBob parody meme of my fursuit, spreading it around by hosting it on his Giphy as a tool of harassment. His involvement with Sileskio can be proven by the fact he commented directly on Sileskio's video. Sileskio mentioned that a video he covertly recorded of our private conversation will be included in a future Google document. This video was then later forwarded to the group chat with Sileskio, which was shown publicly on Ergblad's livestream. Raw has also stated untrue, sweeping statements that furries are into bestiality. Statements like this show willing ignorance or malice to spread harmful stereotypes designed to cause harm to one's reputation.
Okay, but you literally told me at one point you were into fruit. That is animals, so you like animals.
No, I'm not into
You admitted
animals.
that.
I'm not into animals, bro.
They are animals.
Tut. Associated with Ginge, Milo, Birthday in 06, Raw, and Joshua Graham, Redgrave server admin. Tut has not only been complicit in harassment of me, that I will mention later with proof, but posted sexual imagery to a Discord full of minors, which is very concerning considering what his group of friends is alleging. Now Tut and his friend who posted this imagery were soon banned after harassing my Discord members with racist and sexual imagery, including racial slurs like the N-word. All of this evidence was captured and logged. Tut's own Discord is even named Diddy Cave. Tut decided to then upload a video named Trolling a Zoo a Furry in VR chat, featuring when Raw, Ginge, Joshua Graham and a few other trolls attempted to troll me by bringing up the allegations, taking things about as seriously as you imagine they could. However, they did not present things honestly, omitting key details from the video, such as when they're harassing me, by allowing Joshua Graham, who, may I remind you, is closely allied and friends with Redgrave as the admin of his server, to tell me to end my life. This was cut from the footage uploaded to YouTube. Thankfully, I still have the original footage over 2 months later on my hard drive.
Nobody.
Oh, what a productive conversation with everybody.
Before it came.
I think we gotta talk to Daniel, dude. You can like fix this relationship.
Do you just tell me to
Daniel's
kill
down
myself?
I was watching.
What a lovely person. The only reason I imagine they waited this long to release it is in hopes I would have deleted the original. And may I remind you that Raw, Ginge, and the others are associated with Sileskio, yet still harass me in VR chat, Discord, or other platforms. This behaviour is inexcusable. For someone who presents himself as holding a high standard, Sileskio's choice to ally himself with such individuals speaks volumes. This is proven by the fact that Ergbla was invited to the same server as the group handling the video that Sileskio made about me, and Ergbla commented on Sileskio's video, receiving hearts and further endorsement. This is made worse by the fact that harassment is tolerated and even encouraged on Sileskio's server. As shown in the attached screenshots, when members openly discuss joining my server for the explicit purpose of harassing me until they're banned, the co-owner and reported partner of Sileskio did nothing to stop them, merely reacting with a sticker. They then followed through, joining my server and carrying out the harassment. Harassment of any kind, whether online or offline, violates Discord's terms of service and basic standards of decency. None of this behaviour is acceptable, and the fact that it was allowed to escalate this far reflects poorly on those involved. Finally, there's the argument that I wiped my history, supposedly to hide evidence. Let's be real. Before the harassment started, my online presence was completely public. My British VA name was openly linked to my older furry username. I had nothing to hide. It's only after I began receiving harassment, doxing threats, and a resurfacing of private photos that I started locking things down. That's called protecting your privacy, not hiding guilt. And let's not ignore the fact that the so-called evidence relies on sites like archive.ph, which refuse to honour takedown requests and violate UK and EU GDPR laws. That makes it easy to weaponize personal data against people, including spreading private information and old content out of context. That's harassment, plain and simple. To summarise, I'm not into Zoophilia. I'm not into Lolly. All I can ask is that people approach this situation with critical thinking. Don't take heavily edited videos or out of context screenshots as fact. Look at the full timeline, the intent, and the actual evidence. I've been transparent here because I value honesty and context, something my accusers have repeatedly refused to give. I hope that you take what I've said into account and take your time to consider the truth carefully. Those that spread drama and lies monetize their videos for a reason. This is their job. I appreciate you. taking your time to listen to my side of the story.